What's up, everybody? It's the Sports Code aka Aiden, and welcome back to another video. This is the Manchester United versus Chelsea match preview. Sorry for anybody that was expecting FIFA gameplay. I'm currently not at home, so I can't really record stuff like that until I get back. So for anybody that's wondering, apologies for that. If you like this preview or you agree with what I'm going to say, please like and subscribe. Let me know your comments down below. Let's get started. So, this is a big game, Manchester United versus Chelsea, the fight for top four. It pretty much all comes down to this game, really. If Chelsea wins this game, I think Man United are making it pretty close to impossible to catch up to them. But also, if we win this game, we are one step closer to them again, and maybe that will give us an opportunity for us to capitalize on. Now, Manchester United obviously had a break. The break was good. I believe Ollie's been hyping up our players, saying attacking football is going to be coming now. We'll see what happens with all of that. No new updates on players returning. It looks like the team that we had against Wolves is the team that we're going to have against Chelsea. So hopefully that team just rises up to the occasion and performs. There's a lot to talk about here. So I'm going to go right into the starting 11. So at goalkeeper, David De Gea, obviously. He's a top-notch goalkeeper, world-class. I say it every time, really. Goalkeeping coach said that it's really positively impacted him going to Spain or wherever they went to train in warm weather training. It really had a positive impact on him, so that's good to see, and hopefully he'll show that against Chelsea. At right back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. There's really no one else that can play this position at the moment. It's one of the best defensive right backs in the world. Offensively, again, needs improving, and hopefully he can get at this Chelsea attack, because I think that their fullbacks are definitely vulnerable sometimes. So yeah, we can definitely try and get at them from the wings. The centre backs, Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire, obviously the centre-backs. Let's start with Victor Lindelof. Now, we thought Tuanzebe would probably be back by now, but unfortunately, Tuanzebe is not back, so Lindelof will still be playing. I think Lindelof is a very intelligent player, but I think this partnership between Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof can be better, and it hasn't been performing very well, despite our defense still being pretty solid. But yeah, Victor Lindelof, obviously, I don't think there's any arguments. There's no real other better centre-back that we have that can play there. So yeah, I definitely think Lindelof is in. And Harry Maguire, of course, our captain, he's going to play. I think he's going to play most games. He's our captain. He's going to do what he does. He's going to be winning headers. He's going to be a bully at the back. He's a beast of a centre-back. He's very strong. And let's hope he doesn't get caught out of position, because that's where he's probably his weakest point, really. Last time, the very first game when Harry Maguire played for us, in his very first game, he bullied Chelsea's attack. So I'm expecting the same thing to happen here, for him to bully Chelsea's attack, and let's see where we go from there. Left back, Brandon Williams. He's the better left back at the moment. He's in form. He's had a very good season. Everybody seems to be loving him now. Youth products. There's so much things I can say about Brandon Williams, but the fact that he's starting over Luke Shaw, who's been our starting left back for years now, it shows how good of a player he really is, and he needs to get some respect. Really, people need to start respecting him by now. I mean, it's already been like 2 months, and he started nearly every game. He needs to, and he's been putting in. I don't think he's had one bad performance, so he needs to get his respect now. I think Man United fans respect him. It's time for the world to respect him now. And let's see where we go with that. Now, the holding midfielders, this is tough. I believe Nemanja Matic is back. So I'm going to go with Fred, of course. Fred, one of our best players. He's had a lot of things to say about Manchester United, in which Ollie has shut down most of it, to be honest. But I kind of believe Fred more than I believe Ollie, because Ollie is political and he has to stick by his team, where Fred, I think Fred has more of an insight of the locker room compared to the manager. So, yeah, Fred's going to be playing, I think. Ollie said he doesn't have anything against Fred, and I don't think he has a choice but to not have anything against Fred, because if you drop Fred, not only going to get an uproar from the fans, you're going to get an uproar from the players as well. You're going to get there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be upset if you ever dropped Fred when he's fit to play at the moment, especially with our midfielders not being back yet. Of course, Nemanja Matic. I think Nemanja Matic has been decent this season. He's definitely doing a job for us. I'm really proud that he's been doing pretty well this season because I think we needed him a lot. He's done his holding midfield job well. He did perform pretty well against Man City until the red card. And he's done very well for us. I think this season, if he leaves next season, I think we're all going to remember him positively because of this season that he's having at the moment. We needed him and he's here. So congratulations for that, I guess. Now I would love to say like Fred and Pogba or Fred and Scott McTominay. But no news on Scott McTominay being back for this Chelsea game, which is a big blow in my opinion because I really think he could have stunned Chelsea if he played, but just because it's his first game back, he's going to be excited, hyped. He's going to bring intensity and energy, something that if we had more midfielders like that, we would probably win the midfield battle a lot more than we usually do. But Matic is going to be in, Fred's going to be in. They're both experienced professionals, and they'll do what it needs to be done, hopefully. Hopefully they win the midfield battle. It's very tough to win the midfield battle against Chelsea with the likes of Kante, Kovacic, Jorginho, very, very sound technical players. And Loftus-Cheek coming back for Chelsea as well. If he plays against us, that's going to be a different style of midfielder that we have to deal with. So, hopefully, if we win the midfield battle, I really think we win the game. Going into the central attacking midfielder or the midfielder that pushes up more, it depends on what the formation is. I don't think we're going to play three at the back because we never have against Chelsea, so I don't think we're going to do it this time around. In the midfield, attacking midfielder, obviously Bruno Fernandes. It's going to be his second game. Hopefully he can make an impact here. He's a very impactful player when he's playing in the further up, and hopefully he's not playing deep. I just think with Bruno Fernandes, it's going to take time to adapt to the Premier League and we need to be patient. So I'm not expecting much out of him in this Chelsea game because Chelsea's a good defensive side. And to be honest, adapting to the Premier League for a lot of players is difficult. So I'm going to give him the patience he needs. He was obviously the man of the match in the last game. I expect him to be rather inconsistent for the rest of the season. Let's see how it goes. A goal and an assist can change my mind instantly. I really want to see Bruno Fernandes score. What better way to score against Chelsea, a team that we're in competition for that top four. And he can, if he can do that and he can help us win a game, that's going to be very impactful towards what the fans think of him and how favourable he is. I mean, let's just see what happens. He's been solid so far, and it's only been one game, but so into the attacking positions. I think we'll start with the right wing, Daniel James, right wing. I think the rest is really going to help him, and maybe he will have the legs to chase Chelsea into a counter attack. Score a goal maybe, hopefully. He did it in the first game. Or just provide energy. And I think the counter-attack, we can get Chelsea off the counter-attack. I don't think their fullbacks are particularly fast. And they do like to push up. And if they're playing Alonso, I definitely think we can get them on a counter-attack. If they play Reece James and Azpilicueta at the fullbacks, it's going to be a little bit difficult, but the pace of our players should be able to handle them. We'll see how that goes. Reece James is a good player, so if he plays, we need to be careful with that because he will attack us as much as we attack them. Daniel James definitely. Left wing, I'm going to go with Martial because the striker spot is filled for somebody else. I'll explain in a moment. Martial as a left wing, we haven't seen him there for a very long time. He does like to drift to the striker position, so it's not going to be too different compared to how he used to play. But we need Martial in the team to be as impactful as possible. And I think as a striker position with no help, it's too difficult, and it's too difficult for anybody. It's not just Martial. If Rashford was without Martial, it'd be just as hard for Rashford to carry the load. I think they depend on each other so much that one without the other is really tough for them to get going. So I think Martial on the left wing will be crucial. I think if they do this, Martial has scored on the left wing plenty of times, and he's done it against Chelsea. So we have opportunities there for Martial to get out a defender. And if he does, and he can create an opportunity, I think he will take it. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Martial definitely needs to be left wing. And striker, I'm going with Igalo. I think it might be too soon to start Igalo, but I definitely think we don't really have much attacking options. Maybe we play Greenwood, maybe not, but I think Igalo should definitely start. Give us that physicality that we need up front. He's a very pacey and very strong player, and I think he's very versatile. So he can do a job for us. And against the top six side, in his first game, that's going to be a dream goal for him if he can score on his first game. Maybe we do see him on the bench. I wouldn't mind if Greenwood starts. I think Greenwood's an amazing player, but I just think Igalo should definitely get an opportunity to show his worth to us and see if he's good enough to play for Manchester United. There's too much speculation for us to understand how good Igalo really is, because he was at Watford and he performed decently at Watford, but he was never considered a Man United player. But since Man United have fallen so far down, maybe Igalo is a Man United player at the moment. So let's see how he does, because if he can perform well, we have the option to buy him. So I think putting him into as many games as possible is going to help us understand what type of player Igalo is. And against Chelsea, against their counter-attack, we're going to have pace and we're going to have physicality. I think that's going to be very crucial, because the Chelsea centre-backs are extremely physical. Tomori's the pacey one and Rudiger's the brute strength. So we're going to need a striker that can handle one or the other, and both of them, hopefully. So I think Igalo is going to be very crucial for this game. For the score prediction, to be honest, and I'm going to be honest, and I say this every time, and my friends kill me for this because I'm always negative when it comes to when we verse Chelsea. I know we've won twice. We've beaten them 2-0 in the Carabao Cup, and we've beaten them 4-0 at home. I think we will draw this game 1-1, and the reason why is because, one, we're a weaker side at the moment than Chelsea. We have a lot of injuries. We have a lot of players that are getting used to the game. And I think it just will not work out well just for this game. But I think we must win. But I'm going to go for a Chelsea 1-1 draw. It's at Chelsea's home. I think they're going to have a lot of possession. We're going to hit them on a counter-attack. It all depends, because I've seen Chelsea play against bigger sides, like the likes of Tottenham and Arsenal and Liverpool, and they've played worse, but they've got the win. I remember that Tottenham game specifically. Tottenham came out really fast and they were dominating Chelsea, but then Chelsea slapped them up once they scored the first goal, they took control. So it all depends on how we play and how they play. Because I've seen Chelsea play poorly against the likes of Liverpool. I've seen them play poorly against Arsenal. I've seen them play poor, but I've also seen them play good. So it's a very inconsistent Chelsea team. So it's all going to be down to what's going to happen, who's going to perform, which team is going to come out strong. Because I think whoever does, that's going to be the winner. But for now, I'm going to say a 1-1 draw. That's truly what I believe is going to happen. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching. This is the Sports Code. Please like and subscribe. Take care and peace.